Hello everybody, it is me. I am back and my chat window does keep migrating. How is everybody? I hope your week went well. I had a really intense one. Let me make sure that my mic is being picked up here because, okay, yeah. Should be good. Got an extender for my cable, making sure that vTuber is actually listening to me because it doesn't look like it is. Alright, there we go. We are going to be working, not just working on my VTuber puppet today, finishing my VTuber puppet today. I'm happy to give you a quick look around. Turn my music down for myself ever so slightly. Yeah, typical Smile says intense. It was intense because my sister had a baby and labor went a little bit long, but she's great. Everything's fine. Everything went well. My mom was calling me from 5 in the morning and I went to bed at 3 that morning because I had a lot of work. And baby didn't even come until like way later that evening, and my mom was just like calling me all day long. It was a lot. It was exhausting. She was worried. I get it. It's her first real grandbaby, so I didn't really know what to tell her except just don't stress it and try to distract yourself. Hi Sarah, it's hi Rafa. Baby's good. Baby's healthy. Baby's mom is healthy. Everything went really well. I wasn't that worried. My sister's kind of a tough cookie. Sounds like the guy upstairs just fell down. Yes, I am Aunt Lily. Apparently, since there isn't... So I called my Aunt Annie. I don't know why. It's just like apparently a tradition in our family. There's a lot of girls. And I called my Aunt Annie, and apparently I've been elected to be the new Annie, so that's gonna be my nickname. Don't you love it when family like forces nicknames before the child has even learned to talk yet? But anyway, we finally got a final eye design. I changed her eyes maybe 10 times by now, but this is definitely the one that I like the most. I just wanted them to be a little bit softer because I think whenever they were darker, I don't know, it just wasn't reading the correct way that I wanted. We're gonna finish the wing words today. There's still some more words to be written on the wings. And I've done all of the skirt layering, all of the glitter. So much glitter. All I have to do... Oh, I did vanish, you're right. vTuber. This is another reason why you guys are gonna be really excited when I finally get this done. No more pajama Lily. I love her and all, but she's not gonna be here for very much longer. Oh, I feel for you, Rivaldo. Believe me, hardship is something I know pretty well, so I'm here for you. Here in spirit. Solidarity. I gotcha. I understand. That's why I've been distracting myself with a lot of work personally. So all I've got to have you guys here for today is some metal detailing. There's a word for it when you add a bunch of random Final Fantasy stuff to your design. Metal details, and then like a little metal... I don't know what you call it, like a dangly thing with enameled like flower petal thingies. You'll see it once I start doing it. I think you'll understand. Yes, thank you. I am back. Alright, let's get started here. Yes, I wish you the best of luck getting to go to Disneyland. Real quick before I get too deep into this, just so you can see. There's this whole top skirt that I did since you guys were around last. Final Fantasying, yes. I will definitely keep PJ Lily around. There might be days where I just don't feel like setting up the camera, but that's kind of why she's in PJs. I figured that would be where she would end up getting relegated to eventually, so. Oh yeah, before I get too busy in it, I have a really crazy idea for this. So I'm about to turn on this layer. I want you to look really close. Do you see how there's like sparkles? every single one of these, there's about 40, I'm not kidding. I know I'm insane, but just follow me here. There's sparkles on all of the bright points of the outfit. And my idea is, I literally carefully placed all of these sparkles to match dots, like bright spots on the outfit. The idea is that as she turns in her idle position, it will light up these sparkles one at a time. Yeah, there's like 40 of them, I'm not even kidding. So all I have to do is, as I do the animation, like choose when each of these sparkles lights up. It sounds crazy. I promise it's not going to be that hard. I don't know if anybody's really done anything like this to this degree. I just kind of guessed that you could do it. So we're going to see, but I know it's going to be crazy, but it's the kind of ADHD that I have. And I just want you to imagine like her turning and like the sparkles actually acting like they would in real life, like as if they're like reacting to the light. I really think it's going to look good. I really think it's going to be worth it. This is me like making up for the fact that she's not really going to move that much. So fingers crossed that ends up looking as sick as I hope. I can't imagine that it won't be worth all the effort. So let's bring back the belt sketch. So usually what I do with stuff like this, like you'll notice if you get really close, a lot of this is like practically kit bashed or pasted in. Whenever I do these little details, you don't really have to obsess with like making it blend in really well, because you're gonna zoom out and you're not gonna see it very well. Eyes crossing just thinking about the process to get there. It was a work of zen, like a lot of this other stuff ends up being. Belt. So we'll draw it out with like a brighter color so you can really see it. Get the right pen. Trying to figure out a design here before I start really hashing it out. Might have to get in really close too. This is where like meticulous attention to detail really starts to pay off, but you have to be willing to be obsessive, and that's why I put it off till the very end, because I knew if I used up all my energy on this, I wasn't going to put in the work where it really mattered. I was always free to get to this part and just phone it in, because it's not that important. I'm just sort of working out like a basic shape here for some metal pieces. I appreciate all my clients being patient with me while I work out this VTuber app, because as soon as she's done, you know I'm going to be streaming more. Part of the reason for wanting to work so hard is so that I have a better presentation. I like PJ Lily, but she's not super impressive. Sorry, my cat. It's like she has the literal, like she knows when I'm streaming, and she knows how to come over here and just literally start being the most obnoxious thing ever. Bye, Rivaldo. Thank you. God bless. Be well. However you're feeling, it is understandable. What was I saying? Nothing important. Oh yeah, cat being annoying and distracting, clearly. So these might be little diamond-shaped discs, or they might be rings. I haven't really decided. It's gonna depend on how the shape ends up looking. I've never been super great with details like this, honestly, but one of the things that I learned is that you don't have to be. You just have to try not to be so messy that it turns to mush. You can usually get by with a lot less effort than you think. Yeah, it doesn't have to be super, like, involved or impressive or anything like that. It'll be fine to just be metal looking. That's gonna be the really tough part. Let me see if I can make the second row more like long diamonds to give it some variation. I don't know. The main piece is gonna be this like enameled lotus flower, or not, it's not a lotus flower, but there's like this specific design I see a lot. It has these two sort of petals on it. Didn't really know how to describe it, but I thought it would look good. Still working on getting the music from Ghost. He had to do a job change and deal with some real life stuff, and I've been dealing with real life stuff, so I haven't been able to bug him about it, but that's basically my very next priority finally, is to get with him and get all the good music for next time I can stream. If I really hustle, I can do it before next Friday, because I've not been feeling super enthused about the music choices lately, but like I'm always ranting about, YouTube doesn't leave me with a lot of cool options. Let's see, what else have I been doing? If you've been in the Discord, then you know that I've been working on this TV project thingy, this cable TV project. And I'm working on it, but today I've been having more issues, so it's not running until I get a little display for it, because I was trying to run it headless, but it's like it keeps losing connection and I can't remote in, so I have to figure out how to fix that. But yesterday we were watching like Tales from the Crypt on my channel just to test it late at night. Thankfully nobody else was in there, and all of a sudden there was just like a full-on not safe for work scene. I forgot it was HBO and that I used to be allowed to get away with watching that show as a kid, because not every episode has stuff like that, and my dad really liked that I liked horror, so I was like, oh yeah, right, I can't put that on here. By the way, scholarship for getting into the Discord, if you can't afford to, is now on my website, so go check that out. 1 person a month is allowed. Let me check out my chat. Maker made huge profits at the casino yesterday, so that's where you've been. Congrats. I will step up the casino mix. Sart says, what if you blend in a real chain link? I think I haven't done that yet. I blended in some sort of real pearls. I might blend in a real chain link if I have to. The casino meta is real. It's literally free money. They just give it to you. Stop telling everybody, or they're gonna figure out that you know. But yeah, we were watching my my channel yesterday, and it's funny because the two of us that were in there are both like, we're not spring chickens or anything, but it was still so funny how universal that, oh my gosh, I wasn't planning on watching an NSFW scene with my acquaintance moment. It still is, no matter what age you are. I was like, oops. So we'll be fixing that. Obviously I am not trying to make it like perfectly PG, but I don't want anybody to feel like they get flashbanged just trying to watch some TV in my channel. So we'll pull out the TNA and rework the schedule a little bit so we don't have any more jump scares. It was pretty funny though. And then we flipped over to the other channel, and it was a Tales from the Crypt movie, and then I was worried about that because I didn't remember if it had any NSFW, and then the movie that was coming after was Bordello of Blood, so I was like, okay, let's just turn it off, let's shut it down. This is not not working out as appropriately as I would have liked. Got a lot of like weird lotus flower style like things in my life today. I don't know why. Just a motif today. Got like some tea candle holders shaped like crystal lotuses coming in the mail. So this will be like sloppy. It'll be like enamel with like gold. What do you call it? The way they do for stained glass. Never know what that part's called. The wire that wraps around. It's not even wire, is it? It's like tape nowadays. I don't know. Just talking to myself because I'm struggling with these shapes. This is why it helps to actually draw a good shape initially, so you're not struggling to follow a broken sketch and then wondering why over and over again it doesn't look good. It's because you didn't draw it good in the first place, dummy. Yeah, you'll fix it. So I'll just paint this as good as I can. Let's see. And then we erase all the bits that you wouldn't be able to see through. Not too difficult now. Wait, what was this? Okay, couldn't remember. I know this part's boring, but the meticulous process involves some stuff that's pretty boring. And you never really know if it's boring just to do or if it's also boring to watch. No, that doesn't look good. I was trying to justify... Hold on. I shouldn't have erased until I actually put it in a place that makes sense, because now that I look at it, it's not hanging from anything like it should. There we go. Where is this sketch thingy? There we go. I think it's okay. Yeah, Rafa, I think it might the picture or the jewelry I'm remembering, or the thingy that I'm remembering might have been supposed to be something like that, and I'm just drawing it from vague shapes my brain can recollect. So then, one of the first things I can do, other than erase this part, I guess I should go ahead and give it flats too. I'll do like a light blue, no, light purple, yeah, because it's like lotus. We'll do like an enamel underneath this. Might have to hand paint this though, it's fine. The black skirt will make it easier to see. And of course this chain is gonna swing when she moves ever so slightly, so it'll separate it from the skirt. Give it a little bit of weight. I guess I don't have to paint the non-enamel parts yet. Enamel might be kind of hard to convey on a scale this small, but I think if I just keep it really simple, it should be fine. This is exciting though. I can't believe I'm actually going to finish her today. Like, I thought I still had a lot longer to go, but then I breezed through most of the skirt yesterday. I think I'm ready to try. Might take me a second to figure out the best base color for this, but another helpful thing. Put all of these into a folder. Put this into a folder. Wait, hold on. I love it when people yell outside. Makes it super easy to concentrate. Alright. And then this goes into its own folder. Sorry about that. Okay. Now what we want to do, make a copy of this. Since that's pretty much the entire volume. Wait, no. Not a clipping group. And there. I'm gonna blur it just like a super tiny bit. So I want to give it some actual shine and dimension, but that's gonna at least help me for now. Same thing on this side. There we go. And I can see how it's gonna take a... Oh, it might have been a calla lily I was thinking of too. Typical Smile says, how was the Monday stream? We had some trouble. I'm trying to figure out if I have network issues or not. But mostly just weird stream. They can't all be winners. It was fine, but you know, like it wasn't a disaster, but it was just a struggle. I got lost in game, and it was just a bad day in general. I had a bad day. My car window got broken into that morning. It was just a rough time. Interesting questions in the module. I tried to keep it as brief as possible. I'm not trying to make anybody jump through hoops. But the questions that you find in there are both pretty important. Is that all we really need? Is just like a little bit of a streak, or am I underthinking it? Let me see. Drop down the... She could check how to do this. She could check, but she's not gonna. Should this one be overlay? Work on this a little bit. Sorry if I zone out and work on this metal for a couple of minutes, because I'm not entirely sure how to approach this. It's gonna be kind of embarrassing at first, because what the heck am I doing? Yeah, I suck at metal. It's gonna have to actually have some girth to it. Good time to just do weird tricks. Trying to figure it out. Hold on. Wrong direction. Yeah. Okay, and now I just erase half of that and I do... Or, not erase. Here we go. Color all of this white. It's an overlay layer, which means... Oh shoot, it wasn't supposed to be on the same layer. Hold on. Oh! Okay, never mind. I was doing it correctly. Hold on. My goodness. I got it. I'm not losing my mind. I was unlucky, but I've been lucky in other ways since then. I like to adhere to the parable of the farmer and just saying the word maybe when things seem like bad luck is coming, because oftentimes what feels like bad luck at first can end up being good luck in hindsight because of other circumstances. Like, I remember when I first started this channel, I had only started doing videos for a couple weeks and then my tablet broke. Like, it shattered. It fell off the back of my desk and it just broke into a million pieces, and I was so broke there was no way I was going to be able to afford a new one. But it turns out I hadn't really looked into how affordable replacements have become, and was actually able to figure it out for pretty affordably, and it was a much better situation than I had had. So even though it did set me back and it was rough, I've ended up being a lot more productive as a result. So yeah, it is bad luck, but it's also good luck sometimes. Getting your car window broken into, generally not a lot of silver lining to that, but you know, sometimes your friends feel for you and they help you out, give you a snack or something. Things generally work out in a karmic way, not just because of somebody up there looking out for you, but because people care about each other and they pay attention. Yeah, this is gonna be good. Sorry, it's anybody else obsessed like crazy when looking at purchases, just looking up to purchase something online. I'm looking up the items, details, alternatives, prices, etc. That's why I struggle on days like today when it's apparently Prime Day, because guess what? I get overwhelmed just trying to decide between two alternatives just on looks. I get too overwhelmed, so I don't really love shopping even when I have the money to go completely ham, because I get decision paralysis real bad. So it often takes me a while to blow through any money that if I have like a windfall, because I'm just like, oh, but what if I want this other thing? It's too many times in my life I got impulsive and I bought something, and then like 30 minutes later I found some, or you know, maybe you can cancel things these days that fast, but like the next day I'd find something that was genuinely perfect. I always do that with stuff that I don't like super need anyway, and I just end up feeling bad. Okay, now we have to do that whole thing again, but for a dark layer. Not fill, outline, multiply. Maybe if I just do this and then I erase it, that may have actually worked, huh? See, the enamel still sucks, but I think the framing's okay. Been trying to buy a new pair of shoes for a month now. I always went with random cheap ones. Now mine are like 9 years old and falling apart, so for once I wanted to buy me some decent ones, but I've been blasted by the amount of brands and different features. It's an entirely new world. I get that part. Shoes are different, because it's like, it's not necessarily, oh, they're so expensive. They're not cheap, but like, anything you have to use a lot or for a while, especially if you keep them for 9 years, I get decision paralysis. Highly recommend a good pair of docs, though. Sorry, something stuck in my throat. That's another thing that was still a problem here, is we want to get rid of this outside. Or, no, not get rid of it, but just like lighten it, I guess? Do I want to blur it? I think that's it, yeah. And then double it. And then get rid of the outsides. A lot of this is just experimentation. I'm just trying to give it that impression of like an enamel. The metal itself is going to need actual painting, but Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I literally have this outlined. Hold on. There. Challenging, but not impossible. On the TV project, like, I get that I'm probably the only one that super cares about that, and that's totally fine. I get it. It's for me. But anybody ever gets bored and wants to pop in there and check it out while I'm in there, once it's set up, obviously, you are always welcome, and that's gonna be a great chance to get a chance to just talk to me when I'm off guard and not working, because I tend to spend my time messing around with this project before bed a lot. So anytime you have like random questions or just want to hang, you can always pop in there. It's my replacement for I had a Wednesday movie time. It was fun, but I think I wanted it to be less scheduled, more just like all the time, whenever kind of a vibe. Okay, I am going to try some very old school tricks here. We also, where's the, go ahead and give this a bit of a shine. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of a stuff. It's not great, but I really do have to improve my metal. It's not great. Yes, typical smile. The TV channel stuff is in my Discord. I'm working on it still, but I have just a character. I'm so tired. I have basically a bot running. There's a channel in the Discord that's just for the TV, and it's just running whatever channel I happen to be watching. Or it's just set to a channel, and if I'm watching it, then I'm in there watching it because I use Discord to watch it. So if I'm in, you can literally tell if I'm watching it currently while I work by looking and seeing if I'm in the room or not. If it's just the bot, then it's currently running, but nobody's watching. She's not running today though because I'm having an issue with the display. I need to buy one of those little itty bitty tiny like Raspberry Pi HDMI displays that's like $30, which that's been my today purchase struggle. There's a lot of options for those. Okay. I should have been. I always say should have, and then it's like, maybe you shouldn't criticize the process that got you to the finish line necessarily, but I don't know, sometimes I frustrate myself. By one. How good am I really? I might just draw on top of this. This is kind of trash, but a lot of times when something is trash, like halfway through, it ends up being my best, so I'm not gonna get too upset about it yet. The key is not to make it look like plastic. Oh, come on. It's so thin, it feels like it's like impossible for it not to do this. Yeah, it's... Wait. Oh, okay, I see. Sorry, I'm in my own little world over here trying to figure this out. Yeah, a little bit of lessening the intensity there. Yeah, oh, okay. Why is drawing metal so complicated? And why didn't I leave myself room? Damn. Okay, no, that's not good. White only. We'll use that color here and then we'll bring it back in the values. Oh yeah, I agree on the gatekeeping thing. It does sometimes happen as well. It's too bad consignment shops and good apparel stores aren't available outside of cities a lot of the time. Maybe if I just make these broader strokes, it'll get me started, because I feel like my pressure sensitivity is not working. Minimum density might just be high, whatever. Never ends up actually looking like metal. This is what they teach you in that fancy art school, guys. Because I never went. Whatevs, art like life finds a way. Yes, true. Like it finds a way to leak well outside of my boundaries that I set too. What the heck? Okay. Can I move this up here? Yeah, there we go. Sorry to keep flipping, but it just really helps me being right-handed if I can keep my pen strokes going the same way. Helps with your flow, quite literally. Also kind of got like a mermaid tail vibe to it, I don't know. And this is not at all remotely close to reality, but a lot of the times I'm just layering until things start to look right, like a sculptor would. Cut away everything that doesn't look correct until it looks correct. You gotta look at it. Yeah, they don't teach you much at art school. I'm not gonna crap on anybody who actually did go. I'm sure I've got people in my audience who did, and hopefully some of them had a great experience, but I think it's mostly just to get rich people's kids into the chairs at major corporate enterprises so that they can work them like dogs. I don't really think it's actually to help them get beautiful, wonderful careers. So, it doesn't really seem like it's worth it. Yeah, I did enjoy my art appreciation course in my community college. We actually went to the Museum of Art together as a class at the end of the semester. It was a really nice experience. I got to see a Degas sculpture in person and I touched it and cried. Degas is one of my favorite artists. The guy who did the ballerinas. I have a lot to say about Degas, but I won't start today. I mean, maybe. It's, you know, a lot of people be like, oh, brother. One time I talked about him at a New Year's Eve party with a drunk friend of a friend that I had just met, and he ended up crying. I was like, wow, I guess I do care a lot about it. He was like, you're just so passionate. I never really thought about it that way before, but I just have a lot of I have a lot of I relate a lot to, Degas for a lot of the stuff he dealt with and went through. He didn't even sell any paintings beyond a couple of, you know, commercial commissioned ones of like cotton gins and stuff. He died mostly not unknown. He had local supporters who adored him, but he was mostly penniless when he died. He was blind too, because he went to war and got a fever when he got back and he got sick. So he couldn't even paint anymore. He had to take up sculpting, and the sculptures he made were some of the best I've ever seen. So yeah, just really passionate about Degas. The funny thing, and I don't know if it's funny to me. I don't think it's like a bad thing at all, but the only place I ever really saw Degas paintings were in the rooms of like my friends as a little girl, like because he drew ballerinas. But the reason he drew ballerinas is because he was literally addicted to gambling and hookers, and those ballerinas were hookers. And the other subject he drew really well was the horses at the horse track that he went to every day. And he drew those two things constantly and amazingly well. Beautifully well. And it also shows a really remarkable like portrait of his life, you know, and the things that he was obsessed with. I relate to that, I really do. He took something that was a very personal thing and made it into art that's universal to people of all ages, even though I don't know how he would feel about that now. Hopefully he would appreciate it. Just an interesting little detail. Doric and Corinthian. I know Dorfic. I know that the design aesthetic in the Frutiger Arrow family, Dorfic. Beloved of the Verizon Wireless store. Mirror's Edge. Sprint, I think? I can't remember. One of those. All those mobile situations that were fighting over supremacy in the mid-2000s used Dorfic at some point, feels like. Or some version of it. This part's not so bad because it's at like an angle and a consistency that I can understand. And the different shape chain did work out, I think. I think that looks good. Somebody got any more phrases for me to put on the wings? Because I got a few more lines to fill up after this, and it's your last chance to put your stamp on the design for once and for all. Well, I say that. I'm probably going to be editing it a lot, but the wings are going to be pretty set in stone, because I'm not going to want to go back and redo those. Just to add more detail is all. More sparkles, more glowy, more multiple dimensions. Honestly, that works. That's it. I think that's good. Dwarfic. Let me spell it. Let me look it up real quick. I'm gonna find an article on Dwarfic. The aesthetics wiki. Yeah, I can never remember which letters are capitalized and which ones aren't, so I always have to look it up. What does this stand for? Daylight, orange, red, futurism, and graphic. Super fun. Okay, so that's that chain. Chain 2, chain 2 shadow, chain 1, chain 1 shadow. I really have been trying to be good about keeping track of all my layers, and I did go through and like clean everything up before I came into stream because I didn't want you guys like struggling to deal with me struggling to find layers, rather. Also, I don't know if you saw this, but I've got all these cute little eyelet laces. I wanted to do more, but kind of feel like the design didn't allow for anything else, so. I think with the belt done, yeah, the only thing left right now is going to be to add more words to the wings, so. Let's see. We need to find some space. I need to grab the color. Oh, I thought I had it saved. Anybody doing anything uplifting this weekend? Did I ask that already? I gotta figure something out. I guess I'll keep working on, well, I might start rigging on this because honestly, like I said, I just want to hurry up and get her done so I can get back to doing commissions on stream. You know? Or just hangout streams. I was gonna write... Here, just a simple one. This is a Twice lyric. There we go. Not a lot of spaces to fill in. I have to fill in this one. Everybody's on job search with no good or bad news. Kidding, but totally get that. It is very, 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 very hot. am in Houston, so you guys know I stay being hot in all ways possible. Let me see if I can get some ideas. This is not fine. That's not how the meme goes. Ah, here we go. Can I fit this one? Let me find one. There's a good stoic line I wanted to fit somewhere. I need a kind of a long... You know what? This'll be fine. This'll fit it. It's gonna be annoying to try and write it, but the point is really to fill the space, not to have it be totally legible. Oh my gosh, it really was tiny. Ooh, this is gonna be hard. Is it gonna even be worth it? Hold on, it might look weird. It's too small. Not if I double it, it won't. I'm writing down, we often suffer more in imagination than in reality, which is a Seneca quote. This is not fine. I can't write that on here. That's antithesis to what we're trying to do. That's not how the story goes. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna write that one down for sure. It's so weird. I was thinking about a series of unfortunate events the other day. Oops. Don't ever do what I'm doing, by the way. This is a lot of work. Fine. There. Let's see. I'm trying to think of stuff. Here we go. Just a little random one here. Wait. This is an abbreviation of another one. But it fits perfect. Fate guides who accepts. Oops, I meant to break it off. There you go. Fate guides who accepts. And this is turning into some House of Leaves stuff. Hinders the person who resists. From Cleanthes, if that's how you're supposed to say it. How many more spaces we got? We got that one, we got that one, got that one. Okay, so there. I mean, this one's the only really big one that this one, this one. So there's 3 spots on that side, and oh boy, a lot on this side. It is a lot, but I'm gonna do it because that's the point. Dare to know. I actually have a different version of that on here somewhere, so that's a very good one to go ahead and put on. I'll put that one here a little bit bigger. since there's not a lot of others. It's room for a short space, honestly. Writing with pressure sensitivity. Very, very small. Be challenging. Nah, I'm gonna put it somewhere else. It's too small. It's too small. It's too small. Need a way smaller space. There you go. Small but too large to leave empty. I hate my handwriting, by the way. Do you know I only write in caps because my handwriting becomes completely illegible when I try to just print in lowercase. Hot yoga instructor near you, Cicero. Let's see. Trying to imagine. Yeah, here we go. Be a good place for this. This is pretty, sleepy work, I know, guys, but I appreciate you being here with me for it. It's crazy that she's almost done. Like, wow. So that literally means next time you're here, you're gonna be seeing her moving around. Is that exciting? Ooh, that's a good one too, Rafa. Doctors ask you to read your cursive. That's a good one. Okay, I think that inspiration line will probably fit here if I tighten it up, and that'll be a good way to clean up some of the space. This quote goes along with the idea that motivation exists on a wheel and that it never just starts from cold. It always has to be, you have to jump on. It's basically like a moving train. That's the tough part. You gotta find the train, figure out where to get on. Yeah. We've got this spot right here just jumping out to me still. And I guess this part needs a little bit. And then, yeah, this like big chunk by the wing. Hey, this co-option. Sorry, choked on my water. We're gonna have her moving next week. We're almost ready. It's kind of bonkers. Ooh, I'm gonna take a actual quote that's famous to my city because I think it'll be good to be seen right where she's. Like, this is an important one to me. If you know the reference, congratulations, you know my city pretty well. I'll actually scoot this over a little so I can do dashes on both sides of it. So perfectionist. Yeah, sorry, so you're gonna have to tell me what that is, because I think we've had some personally translated things in here already before. Yes, I love this. You can see the Be Someone pretty well. And at the very least, I hope that encourages people to take a peek at the rest of the writing. True. Can't think of the I want grass doesn't grow, not even in the king's garden. I like that a lot. It's like saying you think that that's something that's attainable, but it's just straight up not. Or is it about like being so ungrateful? Let's see. Ah, this is, I forgot. There's some really good Seneca quotes. I got another good one. Can I fit it on here? It's a little long, but it's not like super long. Okay, we're gonna put it in this this little W shape. It's gonna be annoying, but that's the point. It does not matter what you bear, but how you bear it. In other words, you can get a reputation for being a patient, gracious, resilient, you know, tested person without being someone who's actually had all of the worst challenges in the world. And likewise, you can be somebody who has endured a terrible life, but be so insufferable and unbearable that people have no sympathy. And I think it's important to remember. I had a friend once who was a doctor who told me when I was having an ailment that it's okay to be upset about, you know, your broken hand. Just don't scream louder than the guy in a body cast next to you. And I always thought that was pretty good advice. There's no bad weather, only bad clothes. I love that. I'm definitely putting that in here. That's perfect. There you go. No, I'll shorten it. That's a really good one. Definitely needs to be here. Cute. Yeah, see, every little extra little bit of lines really adds that fullness to the design. No winners in the Pain Olympics. God. One of my favorite K-pop groups released a track called Lemonade, and they've been saying Lemon Party on all of their TikToks, and I know they're doing it on purpose. But it's so hysterical, being like just feeling so old when 99% of the comments do not note that they keep saying Lemon Party. I feel so old. Let's see. Like sands in the hourglass, through the hourglass, these are the days of our lives. Oh no, it's fitting to be all in the Lemon Party. Yes, D'Artagnan. Hold on, let me see if I can... How many of them are there? I feel like there's so many. If I just type in Espo Lemon Party, what comes up? Can you guys stop it with this? It won't come up when you search for it. It doesn't come up. Literally none of them come up. Oh wait, hold on, shorts. Oh, yeah. Can you guys see the... Look at the... Every single one of these! Right, it's like hearing people call browsing the web cybering. Alright, back to attempting to... If you know, you know. Well, it's just one of those things where it's like, do I wanna... It's not the same thing as like the really the really upsetting ones. Lemon Party was always so funny to me. Like, if anybody who's like really upset by Lemon Parties, like, okay, come on, let some old people have some fun. I'm not mad about it. What was that meme of Mr. Incredible? It's like it's not quite on that level, or it is, but very hyperbolically. I guess I have definitely finished all the detailing here. I think I'm good with her nails just being plain. Left it lemon tree. I wonder why. Ooh, okay, here's another one that's good. This will fit here and take up. Ooh. Yeah. A Cato link. Cato quote, sorry. I don't know a lot of quotes from Cato, but I know a lot of people have been named after the guy. I begin to speak. Well, this is advice I'm obviously gonna have to do better to take because I never shut up. Only when I am certain what I will say. Wait, hold on. Isn't better left. Of course I did it right on this stupid curve. Unsaid. Still got a lot of room on this part. Well, it's not a lot though. I mean, not have to fill a lot. Here we go. 2 ear. This is one that gets cheesy a lot, but I think it still matters. 2 ears, but 1 mouth. Can't see it. Who knew this part was going to be so challenging? Something UFO. Recently stumbled over the guy who made the Hey I Hey video during a presentation. The audience reaction was gold. Pretty dress. Hype. Hi, drunken robot. Oh, disco option. That reminds me. I just went to the Death Clock concert. I don't know if you remember, a month or two ago now. And I don't know if you're aware of this or who. Everybody in here, if you care about Metalocalypse at all, if you remember, even if you don't, you probably remember that video, Bat Metal. It was Batman, and it was him singing a song about meeting up for a fight with a bully, but that was a song from Metalocalypse. And that video was so popular at the time. I remember, this was like 20 years ago. We went to the concert, and when it was time for that song, you know, they play video on the back monitors during the show because it's Metalocalypse and it's a cartoon, so they have to show a lot of footage. And when it was time for that song, they just straight up played the Bat Metal video. It was so hype. All of us old people in the room were like, I feel so valid. It was really fun though. I think everybody was excited that at that point it had just been very clear that Bat Metal had superseded any other awareness of that song. Yeah, it was fun though. It was a good time. Actually, I'm gonna I'm gonna steal a lyric from that. I'm strong. You are not. Then if anybody sees it, they'll be like, huh? What does that have to do with all this like cogito ergo sum stuff? You don't know me very well. I'm not even sure I can read what that says. But part of the process, the important part of the process, is just the writing the words down, you know? Committing it to memory so that when I glance at it later on, I will remember. Forehead. Let's tweak these clippies real quick because I'm noticing they need to be a little bit lighter, at least on the top part. It's been bugging me since last night, so yeah. Just like a tiny little bit. See how quickly? It's really not that difficult. See, fun. Anybody got any more phrases? It must be a Drax quote. Sounds like something he'd say. Can never get over my head. Let's see. I ended up thinking it was gonna, or I didn't think it was gonna end up going so quickly. So I'm trying to figure out what else I can do on it, unless it's time to just go ahead and start rigging? But I don't know. Forehead Lily made me briefly hysteric. Every anime character's weakness. Blah! Took her eyelashes too. Her mascara's gone. Oh yeah. I think the hair shine is just gonna sit there and then the hair will move around it? I don't know. That might be weird. Look what the shine on the hair does whenever I hide the bangs. It just turns into a weird orange smear on her face. Alright, lashes. Oh, I'm gonna have to separate these lashes out too. This is gonna be fun. You see? Oh my goodness. It's gonna take forever. Oh yeah, Hack the Planet. Why on earth do I not have Hack the Planet on there yet? Thank you. Immediately. What's the best place for this? God, that's such a good one. I'm really glad that I had you in here before I forgot to have something so important. Should I go right there? Should I go right there? I don't think that's necessary. I'm glad I didn't do the outsides. Alright, we're gonna do it here. We'll break it up into 2 pieces. Big letters. Right? My density thick enough? What's going on? It got very light colored. I'm gonna have to go back and change it. Wish they had like a symbol I could use, but I think you get the picture. It's just a face. It's not just a face, Mom. I'm wearing the wings. I don't care if people laugh at me. Let me break these lashes up really fast. I'll call it L5. Wait, how many are there? I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. L5. I have to give these freaking things color or number coded names. I almost dropped my pen. Now the reason why I have to separate all of the upper lashes out is, as much as I don't want to, when it comes time for them to be animated to go downward, something happens. It like flips it and I don't think it looks good. So if you're trying to do the whole thing and invert it, it's not going to give you, it's going to look like it's passing through itself, and I just don't think that looks as good. Something about having the lashes all separated avoids that issue. Honestly, let's just copy this, flip it over. Am I doing something wrong here? What's going on? Where did they go? Okay. Let's see. Okay. I was struggling there for a minute. Okay. Lashes are almost done. I just have to take these and rename them. Because if you make sure that your names match, like the mirrored things like R and L, the program can generally detect that and it'll automatically, oop, I didn't do it right. It'll automatically pair them up so that you can do a positioning on one and then use that as a copy, like a mirrored copy for the other one, so. And the bottom lashes don't have to move all that much, so you can keep them all in one or two chunks. I think I'm just gonna keep them in one for now, and if it's too much trouble, I'll go back and split it up. I only have one enemy, doors. Yeah, I feel like rotating each individual one is gonna look less, like, eerie than flipping. You'll have to tell me if I get stuck. I might need to lean on you, because anybody that's got any experience with this, the eye and face movement is the thing I don't have a ton of experience with. I'm okay. I'm okay. I think I'm probably better than most beginners just right off the bat, like on day one, but, you know, still have a lot of practice. I'm not ready to start charging full price for these, like, this week, but this year, yes, absolutely. Let me give her, is another thing that's bothering me a little bit, is her coloring on these ear tails. It's on the ear section. I kept the lines on these because I knew I was going to keep messing with it and I didn't want to. The character to these. Oop. Start drawing on the wrong layer. That is a great way to end up. Oh, I'm gonna be dealing with that a lot, actually. Because if you do what I just did and you draw over here and you don't erase it and you don't realize it's still over there, then when you go to try and mesh it, it's gonna include that, and then you have to, like, it's not a big deal, but you have to, like, cut the vertexes out. Although that should have fixed it, so as long as you flatten it. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. So we can go ahead and merge those. Getting very tiny here. Are the sides ready? I feel like they are. Ooh, scary. Oh, beauty marks. Did I? Yeah, oh right, I'm keeping the beauty mark on the cheek separate so it doesn't warp. And I think the nose one is already on the nose because it shouldn't move too much. It's not live 2D, I'm using a Nochi Creator, but if I get frustrated when it comes rigging time and it's like, if it's too herky-jerky for some reason, I just don't know, it seems a little bit less sophisticated, not trying to crap on anybody. If I have any issues, then I don't have any problem with just like resubscribing to live 2D and redoing it that way. But the hard work is obviously all on this side. I need like one more small phrase, like right here, something punchy. You match all the colors of the letters now. Oops, wait, hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, zoned out. Draw a fist. Oh, here we go. I got one that's a double. It is both a Lao Tzu quote and a twice quote. Just put more lyrics from that song elsewhere. Now we're just doing filler. Here we go. I'm thinking about how to do this. Sorry, I'm thinking about how to approach it. How would it look better upside down? Do like right here. Here, I'm just gonna make it. I got into that like, where do I sign? It's already been signed so many times type of a vibe. Gotta hide her arm so I can see. Where's your arm, girly? Bye. There we go. Just some simple little lyrics to kill the time. It's exciting to see the process. I can't wait to see her moving around. Thank you, Typical Smile. That will be next week. I'm very excited. Again, I would start doing it right now, but if you think I'm zoned out now, oh boy. Can't start breaking up the hair though. when I first did it, the hair was like the first thing I did because I had a different version of this, and I just did it all one big pink blob, and then I painted over it, and then I did a bunch of it was a different size, and I had to like upscale it and it looked like ass. But all of it was one piece because I figured it's so long. I thought, oh, it's all gonna move as one chunk and I don't need to go too crazy. But now, I think I probably should go a little crazy, so I'm just gonna try and work on separating out some of these extra pieces. Face. So I just have to erase all traces of this existing and then bring it back. That's not so hard. Now I just have to do that a whole bunch more times. How many places left? We could basically be done if we were sick of doing it now. But I do have 1, 2 small, 3 smallish, like 5 very small sections that could still be filled. So if you've got anything else, feel free, but we're talking short phrases here now. We don't really have room for a whole lot else. Well, that was very messy. Hold on. Not what I wanted to do. Well, I'm gonna have to be like really careful about how cleanly I do this. So if I'm not careful, this hair is gonna have all kinds of weird wisps, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I have to see it in practice to find out if it's a bad thing. But kind of seems like it would be challenging to animate or clean up. I'm gonna put these behind too, because the hair in the front should probably be in front. Oh, and here's what we'll do. Put these here and put them a little bit faded so it's clear that they've already been broken off. Kind of a weird strategy, but so all these pieces in on the sides are just gonna slowly disappear. And I will clean all of this up. Cool. And this part. This is actually kind of fun. Hmm. Hold on. Oh. It was faded out and I couldn't figure out why. Ah, okay. Yeah, I want to have these be two separate pieces. Sorry, this is like really messy. But I know for a fact that's gonna look better if we have. Just like a whole streak here. Picking up some blue. Yeah. Gotta improvise sometimes. There we go. So there's one. I'll just keep that one piece. This is gonna be one piece. Everything else can stay one, so there's just two more pieces to chop off. We're almost there. Oh, are we there yet? That would be funny. Gotta catch them all. I'm tempted. I've already got a couple of Easter eggs in there though already. But I am tempted. Okay, here we go. We can just clean all this up after. Just nice smooth hair now. There. This is why I'm so lazy, because I know I can fix it. It just takes a little bit of elbow grease and dedication. Still, don't be lazy like me. There we go. Ooh, what's going on there? Oh, right, we're still chopping off. Keep forgetting I have to trim off the parts that have already been removed. Okay, more chunk. Last piece. Gonna have to do a better job cleaning this up later on, but I'm not too concerned right this very moment. I almost missed some some cleaning up that needed to be done here as well. I guess that's okay. Ooh, wrong. Just a head. This is some Junji Ito type stuff, huh? Enough. It's pretty messy, but a lot of good stuff is. You're not going to see the majority of this, but these are going to swing now, so... Just naming these real quick. I have a lot of really fun, like, random projects you guys are going to get to see in the next couple of weeks. But just haven't been able to do anything else because I've been locked down on this, but it's just so we can hurry up and get to streaming, you know? Like, legit. Oof, this is bad. Ah, that's why. I was wondering why this looked so choppy. Hmm. It can be hard to figure out what the layering is supposed to be. Yeah, that's not supposed to be in front. This is supposed to be in front. The outer strands are supposed to be in front. My lazy naming, while better than nothing, is was throwing me off. See, we've got all kinds of pieces acting up. Here. Oh my gosh, do I really have to split it by side? Like sometimes these things, the structure gets so complicated, you literally have to start breaking it down into folders just to keep going because you start to get a little bit lost. See, that's not even correct. Oh, I put them all in the, in the same folder. Okay. Right side's not the issue right now, left side is. See, now I can actually tell what the heck's going on, which is that this got broken up and doesn't really have a whole lot of substance to it anymore. Nope. Nope. Let me try one more time. New layer instead. Slightly more density. Yeah. There you I didn't even break off this this junk. This is breaking my heart. Why does it look like this? I keep asking like I don't know. I just fill it in like I'm supposed to. Becomes really clear what the ordering is supposed to be. Oh, it's starting to look choppy in a bad way. Mm-hmm. It was also... This got cut off. It really would have been less work if I just painted them separately like I was supposed to. Let that be a lesson to you watching me. Beware. That was not right. I'm agonizing over it and I really don't need to, but... I went really crazy with this, with the blender earlier, and that's why it looks like so crappy. There you go. Fuck me, hold on. Wrong. One Carl isn't gonna kill anybody. Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, this is for the cleanup, not an entire... tighten that a little bit. There. Looks pretty tolerable. Why do I downplay things so much? That's such a toxic habit of mine. Everybody try to do better than me, okay? There. Night, Seth. It's good to see you. I will check in that in case you filled out the thingy. Embracing the dull hand. Yes. Yeah, I guess it's probably gonna be me putting the pen down for the next 10 minutes. I'm starting to feel kind of distracted, and also I think we're done. I think we're actually done. I might do a couple more like passes on the enamel dangly, because it's, you know, still looking a little inaccurate, but not too bad for hand painted. Yeah, I think the hair looks perfectly passable. Yeah, as soon as I recover from this, I will bother Ghost about getting the SoundCloud bump from him and getting some good music, because I'm done with not having good music for the stream. It means a lot to even me just to be able to like get into the zone properly. Should I put stars in her eyes? I've been debating over it. We do have the sparkles. Where's the master sparkle? I have a master sparkle. I wasn't actually gonna put it in her eye, but it might help me to make a neat texture for the eye. That's not right. The problem is just that at a certain size, it stops really having a whole ton of shape. You know? Yeah, just... I'll try giving her an eye sparkle along with all the other stuff, but I'm not so sure if it's gonna work. It'd be neat for her to have an eye sparkle too, right? Yeah, there we go. We'll put it right next to the lash, so it looks like the lash is setting it off. And we'll see those whenever she turns. Right? That'll be neat. It's worth a try. I really appreciate you guys coming. Been testing out issues with the internet connection. I'm trying to figure out if I actually do have any kind of a problem or if it's mostly okay. I feel like we had an okay time. Haven't had a lot of drop frames. You guys have been helping me figure all that out, especially since we had such a hard time on Monday. I've been figuring out what I can do about that, but either way, we'll make sure that we don't play anything that's infuriating on a low frame rate. So weekend's coming up. I want everybody to try really hard and be safe. I don't think anything super particularly dangerous is on the rise, like holiday-wise or anything like that. You know, I don't ever know what day it is other than Mondays or Fridays. You're welcome, Rafa, of course. Thank you for coming. You know, it means a lot to me. Again, I'm always gonna say it. I just wanted to have a place to draw and maybe occasionally have people pop by and say things, you know, encouragement. It helps a lot having people that are actually my friends, so I hope everybody takes that appreciation into the weekend with you. I guess I'll go ahead and start signing out now. I don't really have a whole lot else to say, so I can go ahead and let you go early. Let's see. Please come by the Twitch stream on Monday. Let's see. I'll keep everybody posted in the Discord about stuff that's coming up. I've got a lot of cool stuff on the horizon, and it's all... The reason I've been so quiet is because I've got a bunch of interesting things all about to drop just like this, so that's why. I tend to fall asleep for long periods and then take off running like the hare from the tortoise and the hare. Alright, you guys, please be safe. I care about you very much. I hope that you are well. Please come and see me at peachylily.neocities.org. until I can see you next time, which I think should be Monday, don't take any crap. I'll catch you next time. Catch you on the flippy dip. Bye.